Hello there and welcome back to Tactile Fibers. I am Vicky, and today I will be looking down a bit because I have made some notes on my tablet so I won't forget what I am supposed to say, because yeah, my mind is kind of messy. I have 4 coats, 2 of each, to show you. One is a pattern from Drops. It is the Winter Elegance, and I'm not sure if that brand is all over the world, but we have a brand here in Sweden called Odd Molly, and it is very similar to that one. So with my first one, I did a gray one in a value sock wool yarn from a provision store, one of the provision stores here in Sweden that sell yarn. It is a kind of thick. It is, I think it is a 5 weight, thick 4. I'm not sure, but it's not thin yarn. It is also quite heavy when I use that coat, but it is also very warm, doesn't let wind through, and I have no lining in either of the 4 coats that I am going to show today. But since the gray one is very similar to the Odd Molly brand, and I wanted to show that it was not in fact one of those, since I am a Trekkie. That means I like Star Trek, and the Klingon Nation is, of course, my favorite of them all. Then I decided to put embroider. I'm not that good at embroidering, but I decided to put the mark of the Klingon on where the Odd Molly brand usually is. So, well, this is also a close-up. It's all done in single crochets with a fine single crochet border. It's hard to see with the black, but yeah. I did decide to make a black border, and the small details around is also black throughout the entire coat. I did a lilac purple. I'm not sure exactly what to call it. I will go for purple, because, well, in Sweden the purple color is called lila, which reminds very much of lilac. So and this one is a combination of 2 different yarns. I bought the I think it is the Everyday from Hobie, with the mega balls in a very light purple. So, well, this kind of light purple. I also combined, I cannot speak today, combined it with a an alpaca wool and acrylic blend from a retail store that we have here in Sweden. I think they are throughout the Scandinavian regions, but I could be wrong about that. And I did buy 1 purple line and 1 gray. Again, it's going to be one of those videos. I am not editing because I am horrible at editing. So for contrast on this purple one, I went with a gray lining instead, and that's the one. And instead of just going for just one of them, I went and bought the same combinations in gray. So I bought a small skein of the Everyday yarn in gray as well, but I did buy a smaller skein since the details are just kind of around the edging. And of course I did buy of the alpaca wool and acrylic blend in the gray as well, so it would match kind of fine. Those are the two that I am gonna show first, and after that I will bring on my elf coats. I have been alluding to them in quite a while now, so I am finally doing it, but I have had quite much thrown in the way, so that's why I have been lacking with filming videos. So yeah, so I will show off the white and the black of the elf coats. I have made by now I've made 5. I've only kept the 2 because 2 of them was commissioned, and my first one it was a tester, and it was in a very thin yarn, so even though I made it in the same amount of stitches as the other ones, the first one became a very tight one for being a large, but that is the size that I am using, so I opted to give that one to my older son's girlfriend, and it fits her very well. I will make sure to ask her if we could do a video for that one as well, because it's very, very pretty. But yeah, now I will turn around the camera and I will give the details for the different not give the details again. My head is messy today. I'm so sorry, but I'll just laugh it off. I will turn around the camera and I will show how the different coats are looking. So I'll see you in a bit. Back again. I will stop clapping. I don't know why I clap, because I guess I'm nervous. This is the gray one, and it is absolutely wonderful to just wear. I am never cold in this one, and I'm never too warm outside. Of course, when I use it inside, it is very, very warm. Very dense in the fabric as well, so but sock yarn gets even better with time. I have worn this outside in the early spring and in the fall with only a t-shirt under, and I was not cold. So yeah, it is just absolutely wonderful. I do believe that the buttons that I chose for this one is in coconut. I bought them at a small craft store that mainly focuses on fabrics and sewing details. And I thought that even though they are brown, with the contrast of the gray and the black, I felt that they matched perfectly to this one. And I do love pockets, because I love pockets. I don't like to wear a bag because it tends to get too much stuff in it and it's heavy. So yeah, I will turn you off a bit and I will switch to the purple one. Back in a bit. And here we have the, okay, I need to stop with the clapping. This is my purple one, and of course, I did make this a bit longer because sometimes I just wanted a longer one, and even though I am very, very satisfied with my gray one, sometimes it's nice to have a little bit longer for the extra windy days. This one, as I said, it is very much more lighter to wear than the gray one, because the gray one is a thicker, denser fabric. But I am very, very pleased of how this one turned out, and I did not put a marking on this one as of yet. I'm not sure if I will actually do that. Let's just see. The buttons that I chose for this one is from a craft store that we have here in Sweden, and I do think they even I do believe they are in Denmark as well. We call it here. It is called Panduro. Well, yeah, it's very nice wooden buttons, and they are kind of bowl shaped, so they're not just completely flat. But yeah, this one is my purple one, and I will switch to the elf coats now, and hopefully I will not clap. I'm clapping a lot. I'm so sorry. Yeah, back in a bit. Now here we have the wonderful elf coat. As I said, I have made 5 of these. This one is my white one, and I expanded a little bit since I made this one, so it is quite tight. But on this one, I kept it very basic. I did not use or put the corset on the back one of this, and I did not put pockets in it. I just went for a very simple one on this one. I even I shortened the waist a little, which aftermath I maybe should not have done that, but I did want it to be quite snug, and I do love the bell sleeve on this one. I chose for the 2 ones that I made for myself, I did use, or not use, I did make the bigger hood. So the bigger hood is, it goes quite far down the back. And for this one, I made the purchase of acrylic from Aliexpress, and combined it with a I'm not sure if it's a fur-ish or an eyelash kind of yarn that I used for the edging, but I wanted something to be extra. Not that this yarn is incredibly soft in its own, but I wanted the effect of a fur coating as well, for the borders. I am sorry that I am so awkward, but I really wanted this nice effect here. For this one, I have totally forgotten, but I put some finer thread in it. I'm not sure if you can see it, but there is this iridescent thin thread in it, just for the snow effect of it. And well, I did go for all of the ribbing, or not ribbing, but all of the edging for this one, in this well, fuzzy yarn, I guess, because it is also on the lower edge and on this front of it, up over the hood as well. So yeah, but again, I just love this pattern so much, so I went out and I bought the pattern. I think it was on Ravelry, but she has it on Ravelry and she has it on Etsy. I bought all of the sizes because sometimes you do get asked to make bigger sizes. I bought the small to large, and that was, I think she originally made just the medium, and then she made the small and all the other sizes as well. And small to large is the first one, and then she has extra large and bigger sizes as well. And I bought the edition as well because, well, I do love it, and you never know if you go up a size or down a size. So, but they do take a lot of time. For me, this takes about 6 months to make one of these. Tunisian knit stitches, not a complicated uh, stitch by any means, but you do have to have quite big hooks, especially when you do the waist and when you do the hood, because they get quite large no matter the size you use. And of course, the sleeve ending, it is quite big as well. So if you just use a normal little Afghan hook, or Tunisian Afghan hook, it can be quite dense on it, but you could do it. Yeah, I will switch into the black one, and that one is just, I want ham on that one. It's got all the things, of course. I'll be back in a bit again, and I'm back. Sorry, but the black one is actually looking a bit washed out. It is not that gray or dark gray in real life, but yeah, this one is made in a cotton acrylic blend from, again, one of our retail stores that we have here in Sweden. And I opted to make the border in a mix of, I went with 2 threads, so I made the edging of the border with the yarn that I have used for the entire coat, and then with a mohair imitation that is 76% acrylic and 24%, yeah, 24% polyester. It is incredibly soft, and the same go for the yarn that I made this one in. And well, it is just absolutely wonderful. It's flowy, and yeah, what can I say? I just love the pattern completely. For these buttons, I used a wooden button that I got from dollar store, and they were not painted, so I used nail polish to paint them. And I didn't know that I wanted something to just throw everyone off completely, so I opted to make this one in a magenta cerise kind of colorway. But yeah, it has the insert pockets instead of the outer ones that I've got on the other coats. So, and incredibly soft. I really love this one. For the ribbon, I used a black satin ribbon that I had laying around. Well, if I want to, I can just make it that more wider if I want to have a sweater or something underneath. This one is not that good in the winter since it is acrylic and cotton. It is a bit more chilly. The same go with the white one. They are not that hot in the winter, so this is summer, fall, and spring when it's closer to summer in both ends. So, but yeah, I absolutely love it. Tunisian looks very daunting, but there are great channels out there that will show you how moral fiber has introduction videos on how she does her stitches. We have MDL Crochet. Michael is an amazing teacher, and you have TL Yarn. Tony is also very, very good at teaching you the different Tunisian stitch. So there will be a teacher out there for you on the YouTube streets that can teach you Tunisian. So don't be afraid. Absolutely don't be afraid. You can absolutely do it. But yeah, I will take my nervous self and have a little edit maybe. But yeah, this is how they look. I know I am very, very awkward. Oh yeah, it looks absolutely knitted from the outside, and the back side of a Tunisian is, yeah, kind of looks like just pearls, pearl stitches on the inside. It is a very, very simple stitch to use. As I said, I was intimidated at first, but yeah, I'm not intimidated now. I'm just head over heels, absolutely in love with Tunisian stitch, and I am currently working on a little project that will be showcased on the channel when it's done as well. So yeah, that will be it for me, and I am sorry for rambling so much, but I am still very, very nervous. So I hope this video made sense, and if not, I hope I gave you a good laugh at least. So wherever you are in the world, please be safe, and I hope you have a very good day. Hugs and love to you all, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.